Hello, welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to the follow-on from my last video where we looked at how to pack for a stealth camp. Well, in this video, what we're going to look at is how to actually get out there and stealth camp. That's right, this is a follow-on from my last video. In the last one, we looked at what gear we were going to pack for a stealth camp. In this one, you are going to join me actually for a stealth camp. Hopefully you'll pick up some top tips on how to do it successfully. So I know what you're thinking, he's doing a lot of walking in this one, and I am. That's because my car is parked about 2 kilometres in that direction over there. And that's because I don't want to park my vehicle anywhere on any of the surrounding lanes near where I intend bivvying up, because anyone driving down that lane, particularly later tonight, is going to think, why is that car there? It's not normally there. So my car is parked in a small public car park in a little village off in that direction. That way no one will think anything of it. They'll probably think it's just somebody's perhaps gone to the pub, had one or two too many, and is going to get a cab in the morning. So that's my first little top tip. Don't park near where you're going to camp. So my next top tip, well, choose times carefully. I've gone midweek. There's less people about during the week. People have to get up from work and you tend to get less people wandering about in the countryside. So I've gone midweek, and the time, if you look at the sun where it is in the sky, you'll see it's fairly low in the sky. That's because I've probably only got about an hour and 20 minutes until sunset. It still gives me workable light after that, but I'm going to arrive there a little bit early before sunset so I can sit and just wait and watch. So I'm following this public footpath. I don't want to go crossing private land because that again will draw attention to me. Now the woods I'm heading for, and just down there you can just about make them out. And the public footpath runs right through the base of them, so my entry point is very close to where the public footpath goes into the wood. So again, anyone seeing me on that path, they're not going to think anything of it. I'm going to head on down, take me about 10 minutes, and then I'll go into the wood and I'll talk to you then. So I'm in the woods. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to move close to the area where I intend to bivvy up, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit and watch and listen and wait, just to make sure that I haven't brought any company with me. So I'm just going to find that sit spot close to where I intend to camp, and then I'm going to sit and wait. So I'm here and I'm currently just sitting and waiting and listening. All's fairly quiet. I hear some kids up over there. Now whether that's kids with a family and a dog, I don't know. But all I'm going to do is sit and wait. If they're on the public footpath, they're about 150 metres off down in that direction. I'm screened from them by lots of trees and undergrowth. I'm sat behind a fallen tree. Up behind me I've got some quite dense vegetation, and down off in front of me again another big bank of vegetation. But I think what I'll do is grab my woolly hat out, roll my sleeves down, sit and wait, give it at least another 20 minutes. So that's it, 20 minutes have passed. And the family that I thought was going to go along the public footpath down there instead decided to walk up to within about 30 metres of where I am. But because I've got a reasonable backdrop, I'm dressed in the right clothing, and because I was still and not moving, and that's the big one, they didn't see me. Now, I've got about an hour of usable light left till sundown anyway. So what I'm going to do is move just over there to where my basher site is, and I'm going to get my basher up so that I'm not banging and crashing around in the dark. Also, the birds are coming in to roost, so I might as well get it done now, because if I do it after dark then it'll make them all go up, and again that's going to give my presence away to anybody that's walking around in the area. So I'm going to go and crack on. So there you go, shelter all set up and good to go, and I've still got light. You can just about make it out, it's just about there, you can just about see it. So anyone walking past, unless they're dead in the woods, they're not going to see that. Next thing I'm going to do, before the light goes, and this would be another top tip, is get your evening meal on. So that's what I'm going to do next. Get this stuff out to cook and start cooking. there we go, that's my evening meal on the go, and just in time, because a mate of mine is inbound any moment. I better go down to meet him. So that's dinner cooked, so best get on and eat. Chicken Penang tonight. Yum yum. That's good. There's Graham just getting his pitch set up as well. In 10 minutes and he should be all sorted, ready to get his evening meal to. So you probably noticed the autofocus is starting to go blurry, and that's because the light's going. Modern camera phones compensate for the light, but as soon as it starts to get a bit dark, they cut back on your focus mode. So before it gets too dark, well, I'm going to sort my shelter out and get my stuff laid out. In preparation, ready for when it does get dark, one more thing I need to do. That is, I'm going to take my head torch and I'm going to put it on, but not on my head. I'm going to wear it around my neck. That way, it doesn't get accidentally shone where I don't want it. But at the same time, it's to hand when I need it. Now obviously with this one, the little Nebo Micro, when you push and hold, it goes to red light straight away. And that's what I'll be using from now on, if I do need a torch. But for the moment, I've got enough light, so I'm going to crack on, get my bed space sorted. So that was a very peaceful evening. Dinner was good, and snug in my sleeping bag, and I'm going to settle down for the night. So I'll see you in the morning. Night for now. Well, it's just after 5, and the sun is up. So that means I need to be up before it gets too light, get everything packed away. So I'm going to get the kettle on and yeah, get everything squared away. So all packed away, all tidied up, no mess at all. The sun literally just breaking across the top of the hill over there, so we're going to be making our way out. Not a bad night last night. There's a badger set about 10 metres over there, which they were quite active last night, but otherwise it was a really good night. And the important thing now is to make our way out of here without being seen by any early morning dog walkers. So I'm just going to finish my brew, chuck my pack on my back, and away we go. Makes it worth getting up early for, doesn't it? So we're on the walk out, and just to summarise really, those points so that you get a successful stealth camp out. Number one, walk in, don't park your vehicle too close. So there we go, we're on the walk out, and I thought I'd do a quick summary of those points so that you get a successful stealth camp too. Number one, don't park your vehicle too close, walk in if you can. Number two, choose your time. Try and head out midweek, it's less busy than the weekends. And also, don't go too early in the day. Leave yourself just enough time so that you're arriving at your location just before it gets dark. Once you're there, make yourself comfortable, because you're going to sit and wait for a little bit, just so you can see if anyone's followed you into the woods. Once you've done that, make the most of that available light. Get your shelter up before it gets dark. That way you don't have to put your torch on, because again, that unnecessary light in the woods might give you away. That's also a good time to cook your dinner up. And then, well, just get in there and enjoy it. It's quite nice to get an early night sometimes. And then make sure you're up nice and early so that you're out as the sun's coming up. And then before you actually leave your site, have a really good check. Make sure that there really is no trace that you've ever been there, other than perhaps a body-shaped patch of crushed vegetation on the ground, but that should be all that you leave behind. So that's it from me. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, and I hope you get out there and use those skills, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. And remember to hit that notifications bell down there. While you're looking down at the bottom of the page, you could also go and check out the links underneath, which is a link to my Etsy shop where you'll get my Greencraft patches, and there's also a few other bits in there from time to time too. For example, I've got some of my minimal scarves coming up, some jungle toggle sets as well, and a few other bits are probably going to be coming up in the shop fairly soon. So keep your eye on the shop and on the channel, because there's going to be lots more good stuff coming up. I've been Neil, and until next time, stay safe in the woods.